10 of the world's best tree climbers will be reduced to 1 in this head-to-head elimination tournament. Each match, 2 climbers will place tokens in hard-to-reach areas on opposite sides of the same tree. Then they'll switch sides and race to retrieve the tokens placed by their opponent. The first climber to remove all of the other climbers' tokens wins the game. This is Notch Equipment's Capture the Canopy.
All right, we are here for Game 3, Cormac Nagan against Nick Markley. And we have Travis Vickerson and Mark Cadet here. We are getting ready to start the retrieval round here. And they will have roughly 4 minutes, or I'm sorry, the install round. They will have roughly 4 minutes to install as many tokens as they can here.
Both of them have first time up in this tree. They're planning out the routes. We're looking at what the structure's giving them right now. The sun's just started to crest over the top of the trees, so they're probably getting a little warmth. They're probably maybe nice, but it's going to also change the viewpoint. Cormac
Nagan, coming out of retirement from a tree climbing competition from Charlotte, North Carolina. And Nick Markley right there, 6'2". Lots of climbers around 6'2", 6 feet tall, some just under. Jambo champion 2016, multiple-time Ohio TCC winner, also known as Sparkles. Definitely living up to his nickname on day 1 of competition. Mark, what are the climbers thinking about right now?
Right now, I would say they're probably thinking where's some hard spots that we can get to. There's some things that are hard to see when you're on the ground, but it's completely different when you get up in the tree, and there's different lines that you're going to be able to take that you didn't maybe think that you would be able to do from the ground. Looks like Cormac's going for a really high ascent spot. He's going to be getting up there, trying to make Nick work really hard.
And we're off.
Oh. Cormac's going to go ahead and throw a new tie-in spot for his double rope system from the beginning. That was going to greatly challenge Markley on his retrieval. Takes a little bit of time for Cormac to get that installed, but I think the payout's going to be worth it in the end.
There you go. Cormac being Cormac right there.
Absolutely.
Cormac's going to be able to get out right onto the end of that limb. He is crazy with what limb walks he can do.
Ooh. Man, look at that. Look at that. Whoa.
And this is where we talked about that white oak really gives you a lot of tension that you can climb on.
Look at that.
What do you think of that move if you were competing against him there, Mark?
I think that's a fairly difficult spot to get to, especially from a stationary rope if you're not redirected higher. Cormac's got a higher anchor point of probably about 5 feet on top of what is usually there.
Both climbers have one installed apiece, and Cormac, his that throw bag just made it inside the competition zone.
You can say by the hair on his chinny chin.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see where Cormac makes his next move from here. Markley has hit a redirect up top high to get way out there on the left side of the tree. Working that low, starting to work that lower structure. Oh, look at that move by. Oh, now he's going up again. He is really going to be challenging.
Boom to boom to boom.
Cormac is hitting everything up high. Maybe
Whoa.
he's going to drop down through that one that his foot is on right now. And after he set one there, come down and try and get something really far out on this side.
Those are truly challenging sets for a single rope climb off that tie-in.
Another one in for Nagan.
Both are two. Markley is working his way back down the tree as Cormac begins to see what his next move is going to take him.
Just under the 2-minute mark.
Looking for a big swing potential here from Cormac to the far side of the tree. Looks like he's going to set up for it and go for it. There it is, folks. Cormac doing what Cormac does. Markley now is going back up to take his redirect out, it looks like, and drop back down the center canopy. It's a costly time move there.
It is a costly time move, but for Nagan climbing on moving rope, it's going to be difficult to be able to get to that spot without having that redirect set. And for him to, get that redirect, it might not be as easy to be able to get out there.
I think these climbers are truly working against the other person's climbing system.
Yeah, they definitely are, and that was Markley's biggest thing, was he knew that he was going up against Nagan, and he wanted to work against what he was using in terms of a moving rope system.
That's a beautiful split screen shot of both the climbers here. We have Nagan now placing 3, Markley still 2, at just under the 1 minute mark. Look at that.
We did see that in the preliminaries. It doesn't always matter how many tokens you place, that sometimes 2 could be the thing, and if it was really hard spots that you couldn't get to, you could win with placing 2, even though the other person placed 5.
Right. There is that quantity versus quality, or quantity and quality is what everybody tries to go for. If they can.
Look at that angle. Wow.
And Mark, I know that you try to take as many bags as you can because you'd rather have them than not.
Correct. I'm fairly comfortable being able to ascend with a lot of weight, and especially because we're not ascending as we're timed in an install period. So for my period of install, I'm coming down. So coming down just makes me faster with all the weight.
All right.
Mark Cadet joining us as well. He is
Markley got that 3rd one in, folks.
Yeah.
the number 2 seed.
I didn't think he was going to get it in time, but he definitely pulled it out.
Look at that. 4 and 3. Nagan has 4 placed. Markley has 3 placed. They will descend the tree, redirect, or reset their lines, and then they will ascend back up to the tree to begin the removal portion, which is 5 minutes. All right, both climbers have made their descent and gone back up to the tree, and we are awaiting the removal period, which is 5 minutes to remove. We have we had a line that was burned a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, so during the descent, Markley found a spot that he wasn't comfortable with, and as always, if we find something that's not comfortable, we're going to look at it, and we assessed it and found that it needed to be replaced. So for the safety of everybody involved, we went ahead and replaced that.
All right, they're underway now.
So Markley's clearly seen what Nagan was doing in that first installation period, and he's going to redirect right away up higher so that he's going to be able to hit those spots that are out further. And he's going exactly to the same spot where Nagan was set, so that's a great choice right there.
It is eating him some time up, though.
It is going to eat some time, but I think he may have Nagan a little bit on this lower one that he's going to have to redirect out to get.
Nagan 3 to retrieve, Markley 4 to retrieve.
See how he can make that work. All right.
1 on the ground for Nagan. 2 on the ground for Cormac.
Cormac only has 1 left to retrieve at this point.
1. And 4 minutes to do so. Oh, Markley's going after that one that Nagan set that was just very difficult.
And for a single rope climber,
Let's see if you can do it.
It's going to be difficult. To get back in on that without putting too much weight on that branch is going to be a challenge.
Look at that.
Markley's got the reach, though, which definitely helps him out, his height.
6'2", 200 pounds.
Not only if he doesn't get hung up.
Oh!
Again, folks.
And it got hung up.
This white oak is going to catch and grab it all.
But that can be removed from the ground.
It can be, yes, absolutely.
But can he get it to the ground on this white oak that has proved to be
Cormac is way
token friendly.
Without that redirect, he's putting a lot of weight back on that branch. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to really be careful how he weights that.
Yeah, looks like he is.
That is last token.
Can he get this down? Will it pay off?
He is the straight
I think
drop
he's being
down.
very careful. Oh yeah,
that is a smart play.
Because
he's got the point. That's the smart play.
He even just got a compliment from head official Greg Manning saying, "Nice work," because this white oak is definitely holding up the tokens.
We saw that with Jesse Bouchard Nestor. It really messed him up. He had 3 get hung up on him in that first. Wow, what a round, though.
All right.
From a competitor standpoint, what do you think is going through Markley's head right now? Knowing that he's in the redemption bracket at this point, and he's going to have to really work hard to get out of that.
I think now that he knows that, he's got to win 7 in a row, I believe it is,
Wow.
for him to make it to the finals. And that's a long way. It is really hard to come back from a loss. Doesn't mind come back 7 times.
All right, that's pressure definitely. Cormac Nagan, the winner against Nick Markley. Moving on. Game 3 right there. Some amazing tree climbing there. Privileged to see these world-class climbers perform here at Capture the Canopy, presented by Notch Equipment. All right, we are getting ready for Game 4 against tree cutter Doug Tochtrop against Kevin Bingham, the creator, against the tree cutter. Look at the tree cutter there. Jambo 2017 champion, King of the Canopy 2017 winner, and tree climber extraordinaire facing off against Kevin Bingham, the creator. Look at that. Multiple Michigan TCC wins, inventor of the rope runner and the rope wrench, 2 pieces of equipment that are being used here today. And let's take a look at the bracket here while we have just a little bit of time.
This is our climber.
All right. You can see Cormac Nagan defeated Nick Markley. And you see Bingham and Tochtrop against each other. We have Mark Cadet getting ready to go up against Torsicolo.
That's something you see right there. You know, the 2 climbers where they started, bumping fists. You know, there's still camaraderie even though there's competition.
Absolutely. All right, they will have 4 minutes to install. All right, and we have started. Both climbers coming out quick.
Both moving the
and
same
going high
direction. I like that. You know they can hear and see each other, and that has to play into it a little bit. Doug is looking to really get out there, and so is Kevin. Both almost in unison setting.
There was one for Kevin Bingham.
Well, it can be a penalty for Kevin there.
Kevin wasn't tied in with his lanyard.
Pretty much negates that one he placed there.
Yep. So that takes 1 token away.
He's going to go ahead and
So might
reinstall
as well
another one
put
right
another
there.
one right there. Yeah, right.
Absolutely. Why not?
Good idea.
Force him to go out there for it. Because if he puts nothing out there, it negates even making that move, and that's a huge time-saving move, or time-spending move for
You're
the
right.
other climber.
Yep.
And they're both working their way back to the center point of the tree now.
Kevin Bingham placing the red tokens. Tree cutter Doug placing the white tokens.
From there, Doug's getting pretty much on the left side here. Same stem of the same branch, actually, where it splits off, where Bingham has gone on the opposite direction now of the tree. Oh, look at that big drop in.
Look at that.
Look at that big drop. That is one thing Doug is known for, is how he makes those big dynamic drop-ins.
Doug, known as a planner, he can see the climb. He can see the climb.
Bingham now has 3 tokens in the tree. Doug has 1. Doug is using a lot of time here. Hopefully he's planning out well. I know he's a strategic climber, but he's going to need to make up some time now.
Just under 2 minutes remaining in the installation period. Doug really out on a limb here. Whoa.
Look at Kevin underneath the branch on the far side. He is holding underneath to install that next one. Wow.
Look at that stretch on
Look at the split screen here. This is just a beautiful image of the 2 climbers' different techniques.
Look at them.
Both stretching, one above and one below the branch.
Doug nearly getting +1 here. He just did an Indiana Jones on that one. Look at that.
A little over 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the installation period, folks. Plenty of time to get a few more tokens set.
Doug likes to finish with a big swing. Let's see if he's got another one in his
I
foreseeable
feel like Doug's
future.
coming out here on this lower structure. I see it happening.
Okay.
Kevin's dropping down, going to go ahead and play that common share branch. It looks like where he's headed towards.
He's got another one down.
Doug's putting a pretty close one to the tree.
All right, now.
Here comes that big swing we're going to expect from Doug here.
40
here
seconds
it is.
now.
Like
there
I
it
said,
is. Look at that.
Knew he was going for it. He was set up from it from the beginning. 30 seconds remaining, folks, in the installation period. And they are both pushing the ends of the tips of the branches, really getting out there on those angles from that single line.
Tree cutter Doug is definitely a squirrel here.
Oh, absolutely.
Bingham has 4.
All right.
Tree cutter Doug has 3.
Both of them got great stoic position.
10 seconds left of the installation period. Can they get one more within the time?
Counting it down. And that is it.
Whoa. That was an exciting 3 minutes.
It was.
5 minutes there. Oh, 4 minutes, I'm sorry. So Doug will have to retrieve 5 tokens. Kevin Bingham 4, but there was a penalty on Kevin Bingham, so looks like it's going to be 4 and 4. All right. Both climbers now ready to remove the tokens. We had a penalty situation here. Kevin Bingham was not lanyarded in, so he suffered a penalty. So both climbers, Tree Cutter Doug and Kevin Bingham, have to retrieve 4 tokens apiece, and they have to do so in 5 minutes. And they're off, Travis Vickers.
Kevin's out there a little quicker than Doug was. Remember, by having those 2 right side by side, it forces Doug to go there, but that gives him 2 easy ones right off the bat.
Little bit of a... I don't think that's a penalty, is it?
No.
Okay. Way too small.
Way too small. So
Doug's got 1. Kevin's working on...
Doug now is thinking back. He's like, yeah, I might as well go ahead and get this one. It gives
There
me
you
2
go.
quick ones.
Bingham's got 1. Now Doug can get that other second one that Bingham got the penalty on. So Tree Cutter Doug gets 2 quick.
Correct. It's really going to force Kevin now to really start picking up the pace in order to get back to a good position to get that as far reaches that Doug said. Let's see if Kevin has the same redirected.
Yeah, can Kevin do it?
No, Kevin's going to choose to not use that redirect and just use his great long access reach of his body to reach that, I believe.
Limb walker. And this is a tricky one because Doug was where Kevin is right now, and he flung the weight
there.
Right there on the limb to get it to stick.
And Doug's rope angle was much more advantageous than where Kevin's is at this point. So Kevin's going to really have to fight to pull the branch up to him.
This is going to be a tough retrieval right
He's
here.
got that lip reach.
He's
really
got it, though.
Good.
Yep.
So Doug's got hung up on the backside. It did not reach the ground.
Doug's
so
did not reach the ground. Let's see if Kevin's can reach the ground. And gets hung up. Kevin's has not hit the ground.
Both had the same problem.
Yep. That was a tough retrieval.
Saw that in the previous game.
See that? Oh, Kevin's going for a quick one there. Kevin's going. Oh, it got hung up again. Kevin's going right after to get it. Oh.
See, it's going to come down to the wire, I believe, folks.
Kevin has 2 on the ground.
Kevin's going to have to go back up and kind of get this one back here. It's going to be difficult.
Doug working on the far side of the tree. Doug's got another one on the ground. Kevin and Doug had it before the whistle. Hopefully they saw it. Doug, Tree Cutter Doug. That was close.
Oh.
That was so close.
And then you see, folks, penalties really do play into this.
Yes, it does.
Simple thing is a lanyard.
And you know what? Both of them were just right there without, if that penalty didn't exist, both of them were right there till the very end. But yeah, that penalty hurt Kevin Bingham right there. Thanks again so much for joining us for Notch Presents Capture the Canopy. We'll see you next time.